obroni ba kutimi efa $20. Washe will be eating or say, can you follow me? Or can you come with me? Na obiri dinechi. Na the spectacle chani panere. Na wako urani hotel room. Are we that cheap? And don't be quick to criticize those women because there are more cheaper women and men in church.
Abaywe, uyena ye unane bayibe unai. Abaywe, uyena ye unane bayibe. Obi pape, uye disiye ya ne bayibe una. Abrantie, uyena ye una. Oh, now me say Ace here real. Ace continue to be real. Now, if you don't know, this is one of the songs legendary. Charles Kojo Fosu that Lumba. Respect Ace ye real. Advocacy our year ye Emma will be a whom ye through song Emma ye tea any who say up to date. Some people don't even know say that Lumba when you busy and I talking about Ace. This story take you back into the memory lane in Yakaya home 2 years ago. But Aza Ibong Gonga, Equatorial Guinea Vice President, the nephew, the former head of National Agency for Financial Investigations. Na adwuma ne share no obe manage financial investigations and regulations. Na say financial crimes bia de bia efa money laundering ho eni sikasema enkoyi mini se na wonim emra kakra. Nanso wa ode mra ne to njan. Ayere for asem nua wo fa asen namfo ministers say wo bia no ode wo sen edwaye edem nkrofo paso say locations ni so de bebrebe. We thought you say Equatorial Guinea for ena man mu bi awarefo ni mu bi omadwin mu aye ha na nimdia kwan so morally enime bi sinking deep into their heads na omomom ho kwan Bataza de omati kwaka from. Now do you also know say Bataza is also a word that na say a name it is found in the Bible. Research kakra bi unveil something to me. Actually said the three wise men na the gift the command the young Jesus na bako e de Bataza. Na sa Bataza we dear. Enough of that, we dear. We are gonna hire there. Jam money to funny and down 3 days, 4 days, yeah, to a week ago. Yeah, that's yeah. We all know a Russian what TC Mubroni Coco Bruni Pete or Frida to ETC more my way same. Now, Nisham Yinayami and Sape, what is your name? How old are you? Can you follow me?
Are you live here? Come with me. Okay.
But in all things, we are going to center this conversation on 3 main things. 1 is the love for money. 2 is perceiving anything or whatever from the West happening to be say your best. How inferior, up to date, black man, black woman still feels sad without a white man or you're nothing. So the moment we see a white man, automatically we think say they are the source of success. We think you say they are successful. So if you align yourself with a white man, automatically you become rich. And that contributed, whether we like it or not. These 3 things: 1 is the love for money. 2 is how we perceive anything from the West. Is a papa. And finally, the mental slavery and how inferior we always feel about ourselves until we accept people just like that. And we know, say, these women are not women because they are cheap. Because one way or the other, and your mema pro munina and penny yet. Omateni bini down. But omateni down was as a result of a dear bear. Was it money? Was it the physique? Was it the look? And I said dear bear. But how did it happen, sir, for a woman to hold on to a certain morals, no better than a certain man down? Now, failure, we cried one proposal, na a year, follow me, or can you follow me? No, be dear chileno. I want morals never him for.
Are you live here? Come with me. Okay.
It tells you one thing that we are losing. Not even to think about it. I am fighting or going to build a future with that person, on you know that, and that brings us to Eba saying receptionist. Would you human say welcome people when they come in.
Oh, so thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Just come with me. I show you. I show you how I live. This is my room.
Okay.
This is my kitchen.
Okay.
You live here?
Yeah, 1 year.
Now, you turn up riding alongside with this Russian. People are in other countries, you see, say, or any manam, no, so follow me, wakwa basan su dietri.
You look good, very good. What's your name?
Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
You live here?
Yes.
I too. I live here 2 days. Where are you going?
We're going back home.
Back home.
Yeah.
I would like to see you in the evening.
Could we exchange contact?
What's up?
ENTC form with some reactions summarize this whole thing. One is from Shatawalia. Well, no, I shall be caution to people say we should stop this hypocrisy. You all know the way I perceive the white man. No, I who brony offense and one on afa and one vulnerable lady. Or no, say I saw for ye 22 years or say so for share in Hong Kong. Say over worry brony. There was with Jim with the brony, which is on one casanadi.
Good, thank you, and you?
Yeah, you look like one of my friends. That's why I rushed.
You look very good.
Yeah, thank you. What's your name?
Vyacheslav.
Oh,
I'm from Russia.
you're from Russia.
Yes.
You look like one of my friends. That's why I rushed. I was calling my name.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
What's your name?
I'm Sarah.
Sarah.
Yeah, I'm Sarah.
How old are you? How old are you? 22. Okay. Where are you going?
I went to the mall, but I went to go and get something. I didn't get it. So I went back. I'm going back.
Okay. Can I see you in the evening?
Okay, sure. Where do you stay?
I stay around 5 minutes walk away.
Oh, okay. You stay at an apartment?
Yes, yes. On the right.
So I will get your number.
Text me on WhatsApp.
Okay.
I have Russian number.
It's plus.
Yes.
Plus one. And I'm Sarah, so I should text you on WhatsApp.
WhatsApp, yes.
I'll text you on WhatsApp, so you don't even repeat.
Huh?
I'll text you so that you don't even
Yes, yes. Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Have a nice day.
Towards those women, in as much as say people are criticizing them, some people are saying all sort of things. I tell you, they are cheap or more yadi and no more job, more falani at the adeno, and no no but what and a how others too are blaming all these things on a system. If money is not in the system, people are eating and people are still doing something to feed their family. A banishing a black woman feels say, yes, a bear my besham the nymph Freddy a show or buy into automatically, which yep or bear mana, or who is say, the source of ni how we na to a painter was so day, or did bear man. People see themselves so they are the product, or me a store, or me a kiosk. It is a bear my banner automatically, I was a bear my baton, and they are buying them with money. By way, dear, none of them even received money. A big grandson catch you. One of the frustrated women were non coffin I was ya bruni in Tinkonini Koye Bibinanko didn't want now baby. You ended up using your own money outside of a boat or whatever. One said your share firm free. And in the first place, a dear now would home.
I need police. Bro, police.
Wait.
Bro. I paid my child. You didn't pay my child when I get there. And you sleep with me unprotectedly, and you're telling me to call? You are mad.
Wait.
We know say prostitutes ashewo fo mpo kra no. Excuse me for that word. Before say they will go in bed with someone and no kra no they charge. They lay down womo enema wuntimi nya ne dia betimi aye. If you go the extra mile and if you do what or no ankasa kato for the beginning the service ends there. Interban saying and at the said we are not prostitutes. We are not labeled as ashewo for ebetimi akọ the level to give themselves out. So cheap say idea that form sa keke.
It's not a crime to be able to convince a man or a woman to go into your room with you in 6 minutes. That's not a crime by the law.
With all due respect given to the highest authority and to you, Honorable Minister Sam Jatta George, Minister of Communications, for a video circulated concerning you share sentiments with the women or their ACN, and in the video in something in a worker.
That gentleman will be looked for. We will activate every resource in our disposal, working with Interpol. The way we've worked Interpol to extradite Ghanaians to other jurisdictions, we will request the Russian authorities, and that's why I've invited the Russian ambassador, to work with our law enforcement. We want the gentleman to come to Ghana, to be brought back to Ghana, extradited to Ghana, for him to face the rigors of our law. My Lelu team at cybersecurity is building a full docket.
Nice one. Now, Yamuram and what the law says. We know, sir, the domestic legislation surrender whatever you are talking about. Say, you are ready and whatever, blah blah blah. Said the Russian about into Ghana. Now, the was say ye be and yet never so. This legislation is the Extradition Act 1960 Act 222. That is the law. Ghana. A crime, a man is surrender a fugitive criminals to other countries. And it only happens when we have this extradition treaty between these two countries, different country as against Ghana. So that extradition treaty in the one man, now say the extradition relation in the one man, it becomes impossible for whoever as to who you are. Ubejina baby, no one can say, Yadini Pakwan be more my way say. As to what you are saying, you know, as it stands now, it is from today going, and I better establish that extradition relationship. Perfect, no problem about that. But you need any extradition relationship with Russia. We only have that with UK, US, and some ECOWAS countries, and now say our neighboring countries. Now, a give yen that law, no, and now say, and my that power, no. Say betimi extradite will be if you are married Marco baby and now betimi request for extradition so obi bedi boni bi ogan ha no baby betimi atwensa nipa ko ne dia ba. But as it stands now, there is no extradition treaty between Ghana and Russia. It is impossible. It is a no. Sir, Minister of Communications, who can say of which you know say some na wo kan no enye no kre. By law, it is not true. We have no extradition treaty here. Everyone who comes as Russian guy, no, you bet in the number. Now, it as much as say we don't have that extradition treaty, no. Russia constitution, what does it say about extradition? They, under their constitution, they will never or they don't extradite or be from their country to a different country. Russia, per their constitution, Article 61, Section 1, which is very funny. And it tells you the country that we are dealing with. It's real man any need agrono, and now so man out need agrono. Things work as just like that. And he said, no. Per their constitution, or more maquine, say one more emine, emunipa, womoba, ombejano, so I could be born over Bintian Fananco, or constitution, Emma Hokansa. Their constitution, Emma Hokansa. So we are playing our own rhythm and dancing according to the weir. Which is a no. We can only do that despite the diplomatic channels. If you be say, they bear all these processes, which is quite okay. You then again share the same, which is quite too ambiguous for me. When you say, more reach out for that person to come now, so which is not within who jurisdiction.
I caused the ministry to send an invitation to the Russian ambassador. I intend to see him this week and have a conversation with him.
that can only be done under the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. That is Kujetua Blakwa, Honorable Nkwa, and what that kind of jurisdiction or the power no through the Russian embassy. So obetimi assign any whatever request or information to the Russian embassy back into the land of Russia. Then this whole thing no obetimi akoso. But under ministry, no, you know say this is not possible. It can only be possible through Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and that can be done. Then you become part of it. So as to how with all let me say the posture or whatever, and we understand a political game is in the political game, saying something funny, send a bay of money before you are doing something. Let's move on with all these games, near the other side of this same story. To you, Honorable, where we see, sir, you have the power, you have control of which you can work under that and do it better. Is under this Cybersecurity Act 2020 at 1038. Talking about the section 67, which talks about the non-consensual sharing or publication of intimate video or pictures, which specify clearly, say obi or share will be intimate video that is a sexual content about someone and not a year private, it becomes a criminal offense for that person under the section 67 of the Cybersecurity Act 2020 at 1038. Now to section 68 that also talks about threats and distribution. If you have the intention, the intent, now threatening will be say unsaka will be BB. Nasi wama BB obesha, that one too becomes a criminal act. All threatening will be what can keke mpokrano, what can keke na won share, it becomes a criminal offense. Intino onya wo bibi na wo try say amenya no fofo ma men share ana say ma men kan change back so am bi kakra bi ana say nipa ko nya prove no the court any competent court of jurisdiction nko they can handle this based on legal means and deal with you. The other part of it is section 66 of this Cyber Security Act, and also talk about sextortion, meaning blackmail. When you be content or video, now we'll try to blackmail that person, and now to extort something from that person, So with this, if you know any of the girls in that video, if you know anybody somewhere which is not pertaining to only this one, for the boys and one casa the ghetto boys now, momo fees I when your people are man BBC, and I know say it is going on. Someone is seriously under threat because your catching is here. Obu on no one personal whatever be or any relationship, but I break it into that person is blackmailing him or her, say to a money BBA or publishing or bunting. In the other way around, someone is also trying to blackmail someone to also have an affair with that person because or when it be and the act is still going on. The latter part of this video, I will share some easy way to go by this to report whatever case it is. Send a beer. So now we've dealt with all the legal ways. There is a section 67 that talks about the non-consensual sharing. Musako BB, which a intimate video or picture now will share, especially when that action happened privately. Now with your unsaka into so be in the public. Now 68 talks about the threat of distribution. Or threat will be just by words or whatever crown. It becomes illegal. It becomes criminal offense. To what threatens any person because when you nipa no BB 66 that is sextortion, blackmail. Would you be whether in kind or whatever because unsaka nipa ni BB so becomes a criminal offense. Let's put all this into one basket. And you say ubu samra we nyina so a edian e na wo eyo offense or the penalties I will be to me a face. One is wa o share yeah just like that. Which is not like that, We'll be with them for 1 to 3 years as your punishment. Also, I would the any sextortion. Why would the any say would GBB through be what I'm not so no. Also, then beat me 10 to 25 years imprisonment. Now, the other one, a child related content. So the crime involve a minor, or be a one or younger age. Will beat with them for 10 solid years. So in all this, we will say, sir, the Russian guy, one for sure will be in that video. Two, those in the video, they are not minors. they are not underage, but share or share ye wa bra nim se woman ne ya dear private becomes a criminal act. And two, when video under their consent, one can't draw much as soon as you or bentimi video and also becomes a criminal offense because with the intention of say the corner private, no we and say private, under the Cyber Security Act nature will say it becomes a criminal act. So you will be BB or record will be you need to let that person know and yes what. Okay, now let's look at the common grounds I bet me call for refusal. That is the extradition whatever be a Sam Jata George Eka Wasamno. Now ebema any possible for them to carry on with the extradition process. That's why it says if say you will the extradition treaty, which is no any baby as no money any extradition treaty. One is political influence. If the act and not the reason why a per se you extradite to be say our political influencer no ain't me possible. So relating to this, we know say it has no political influence. Two, dual criminality, which means the act any pakon in Ghana the same act has to be a criminal act in that country I person extraditing the pakon. So with this we can say and inquire from Russia near finding out to say Adiana Kwane be in Ghana ha no so call Russia and no see a criminal act and as it is our moment there we've established the dual criminality which becomes possible. So it's a no. Now finally has to do with human rights concerns. So that is tradition, and that's whatever be a person they run first to be and also it's based on religion, nationality, or any kind of influence be and no with all this, we will still pose the question back to Sam Jata George say, based on what basis? We know, say, some people are vulnerable when it comes to politicians making their views out there, sharing their opinions in defense of or more position they are clear. But it becomes just political games. Let's throw and some no about no moon soon. No moon say it becomes a no. We shouldn't play on the intelligence of people like that. Let's move on to the other part of it, which happens to be the last but one. The victims can seek recourse through the Criminal Offences Act 1960 Act 29 regarding obscenity, or the 1992 Constitution that talks about the right to privacy or dignity. So, anyama we nyina ebetimi call for something to be done legally under the law. The last aspect na ye wo a wosusu say enema bi nkoyi mfama obi through sextortion or threat or non-consensual sharing of any intimate video or pictures. This is the line obetimi afre to reach out to Cyber Security Authority or the CSA 292. And we have the WhatsApp line that is a Vodafone line beneath the screen obetimi afre or send them message now tell them your problem. And this has always been on the street with me, Synergy, always with the two fingers in the ear. But until that, let's roll it on for next time.